Hey guys, this is Walker with Mobile Send Electrics. I'd like to go over some of the new tools that just came out. There are some new tools like the new Multimeter handheld pen. This is an awesome tool. I love using it. One of the things that one techs have is that when they're testing or measuring the motherboard, they have to kind of tilt their head over to kind of look at the multimeter. Now with this one, you should be, as you're pointing to a chip, you'll be able to display all of it right here. So I actually really like this tool. I'm really excited about this one. This is a good one. There's two new preheaters out for the motherboard, one by Qianli and one by Mechanic. Now, the Mechanic one goes from iPhone X all the way up to 12 Pro Max. However, the Qianli one only goes up from the 11 to 11 Pro Max. Both have their advantages. The Qianli one heats up much faster, and you'll be able to pull out chips and heat up those chips because they have grooves on them. Where the Mechanic one, the main purpose is to desolder the two platforms. Another nice tool that came out was by Shine. They came out with a little opening tool. It's very useful. I mean, I've done using the Samsung back covers, pulling out even iPhone LCDs, and the iPad. It has a really nice feel to it, and it works really well. Super cheap, super useful. I think every shop should try it out. Now the shops that do board level relay pairs, this is the new cable that came out for the iPhone 12, 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max. Now the 12 series, the battery connector is a little different. The purpose of this is that, hey, you'll be able to plug this in either to a power bank or even like a DC power supply. You can plug this into the battery port and to be able to power up the phone just to see, hey, how much is it? You can also use other tools like the DCT-8800, and you'll be able to measure how much voltage you're drawing and everything like that. A good tool, especially if you're trying to do micro soldering. One screw leg driver that came back, the Wolve. I used to love these screw leg drivers. However, Wolve changed them up, went to the black body one. We hated it. We still carried it, but the old one, we always asked Wolve to come back with it. So now they took some of the ideas from the Qianli and added a little design to it, and it still has a really good tips. It has a really good weight, and the distance of the screw is very nice. So I'm a big fan of these Wolve screwdrivers. A new tweezer has also been introduced by Mechanic. This is for someone like who really needs fine picking of a IC chip, trying to pick something up, or if you drop something and you really need to kind of get it out using a fine tip tweezer. This is not recommended if you're trying to use anything for like prying or anything like that. This is not the one to use. This is more for where the tips can all line up much better and they can do much finer picking up of the material. A big question that people have is, hey, what's kind of the difference between the old JC Home button comparative to the new restoration kit? Well, the old JC Home buttons, what they use is they use a VC mainline where they'll be able to give you the options of a haptic feed like back to simulate the touch sensor. So it brings the touch functionality back. One home button can work with 7 all the way up to iPhone 8 Plus. Plus, it also works with the SE 2020. So it is still very well priced, very good tool. However, it does draw a little bit more power. JC came out with this new restoration home button flex. There's good and bad. The bad thing is like, hey, for iPhone 7, 7 Plus, 8 Plus, a shop would have to store all 4 different models depending on which model they have. And what they would do is they would install this home button flex to the LCD if they ended up ever ripping their home button cable. You would need to get an OEM home button and install it right onto the other end and to be able to use it. Now this will store all the functions. This will be able to restore other than the fingerprint functionality. So all functions will still work. You can swipe down to kind of bring the page a little halfway through, which the JC Home button can't support. And this one will be able to do most of the functions which this could without drawing more power. And it would be, the only downfall is, like I said, is that you need to keep separate cables and also on top of that keep separate home buttons. So good and bad on both sides. I like using both depending on what the needs are. And then there's a new Tesa tape that just came out. So this Tesa is completely new. Tesa just launched it. It's not really being used in any of our iPad series or currently being offered. However, this is a much stronger tape. It almost has double the like strength. It also holds properties as far as waterproofing and something like that. And it's also shock absorbent as well. So the strength is stronger. There's waterproofing properties in it, and it also has shock absorbance to it. It's a great tape too if you're trying to really replace some of the other components where you feel like, hey, the older Tesa isn't strong enough for you, you like to make it something better. This is the tape for it. This is Walk Us with Mobile Centrics. This is our tools video. Mobile Centrics, it's on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.